All right, well, Cbc Knew. So I sent them a tip, access to information request, and it's sent to Peter Hall. So I read my request. Access to information request to CBC, Bataclan Theatre 2013 mass email warning, coronavirus 2019 mass email warning, the UAP abduction and terrorism forewarnings, and it's ALLISON CHIASSON, Jill Dempsey, TALIA SCHLANGER. They had a hard copy of all of the above, and this was sent on January 24th, 2023, and you know, they wrote back, except what do you think the weasel cowards at CBC would do? Idiot cowards is the term I've settled on. But okay, here is the reply, and it's you know, signed by Peter Hall, the senior director for ATIP, and you know, he lists that I did in fact, he did in fact receive my request. He gives it a file number. He has them written out, A2022 00111 to 114, Bataclan Theatre, coronavirus, the UAP abduction, Chiasson, Dempsey, Schlanger. And note again in my original request, what's this? It's my signature. It is signed. And what's the weasel excuse? Mr. Peter Hall. See if the camera could get this into focus. What's the weasel excuse Mr. Peter Hall comes up with? Oh, it was not signed. He doesn't have my signature, so he's dismissing this. So it is signed. All the CBC can do is lie about this. That's all they can do, because they're weasel cowards. They just slather themselves in the oil and look for a way to weasel out of it. And that is by lying. It's a bold-faced lie that he doesn't have my signature. Before this, he sent me an email to send his signature. So I sent it to him like a dozen times. He has a dozen of my signatures. And, you know, they just make a mockery, you know, they get of the legacy media. He writes back, you know, but it's all a bullshit what he writes back. He writes back that, okay, he would need my signature to cross those 3 reporters I name. And so I sent him my signature again about 12 times now. And then his final email is, well, it's dismissed because he doesn't have my signature. I mean, all they can do is make bold-faced lies. Weasel cowards. I think I'll just stick with idiot cowards because I don't want to lose my emotions. But, you know, yeah, he wrote back, but he's a liar. Here is his signature. Here is that he has my request. And here is more of the weasel words they come up with their overpaid shyster lawyers. And then, anyway, they dismiss it, and the reason he gives is he doesn't have my signature, but he does have my signature. So, let's go to my takeaway board. CBC Knew. And this has been going on since 1990 onwards. They have name, date, and place of the next terrorist event. In 1990, they have 9/11 and Paul Bernardo. In 2006, they have Fukushima and BP oil spill, Tory Stafford, Russell Williams. And you know, they squander all the good information. Information, name, date, and place, completely correct. It's a life and death matter. Reporters have it, including Peter Mansbridge, Catherine Tate, all of the upper management, all of the administration, all of the Flatfoot reporters. The whole building knew. The whole building knew. In person, I gave to Jill Dempsey, ALLISON CHIASSON, TALIA SCHLANGER. Chiasson, Dempsey, and Schlanger are also Jane Does. I have another video about Schlanger being partially UAP abducted. She chickens out and pees her pants and hides under her bed, the same as what Allison did. Both can go to the other planet and free energy, the UAP stuff. Oh, no. The CBC producer won't let Chiasson take new information. All they can do is pee in their pants and hide under their bed in a cowardly way. DEMPSEY is also RTA, Ryerson. So there are many witnesses to this. Toronto Police, Ryerson University, and the reporters themselves. Chiasson was crossed by police and by the review into MacArthur. Gave the same account as mine. All three of them give the same account as mine. The reporters, at least, are honest. The forewarnings sent to Catherine Tate in upper management. And I write to Peter Hall, ATIP coordinator, give a copy of the forewarning that you received it. Oh no, I didn't send him my signature. It's here. How many times do you want to see it? It's here. The original request, I did find it. It is in fact signed. It does have my signature, and I sent it to him again when he asked for my signature. Anyway, you see, this is what the weasel cowards at the CBC do. $1 billion a year, 10,000 in staff, and all they can do about this matter is make bold-faced lies. And I'm also saying they refuse to take new information. I say, okay, Chiasson and Schlanger are honest. I'll send Chiasson to the other planet. No. Don't talk to her. Don't tell her. Even if you know it's something, we don't want to know. Don't tell us. They have an emergency broadcast system, and they're the news organization, state-funded legacy media, and they don't want to know what the news is. Could have saved Kobe Bryant's life. Schlanger knew about it. She said, no, I can't help you. I'm sorry. And the main thing, what keeps me going, is 0 point energy is working. This brings good back into the world and leaves a post-generational impact. The CBC knew. Ryerson is witness, police is witness, the review crossed them. They have it in hard copy. They have it in every way. In 2006, I gave the Fukushima warning at IRVA 2006 in Las Vegas. Colonel John Alexander quashed it down. That's why I say he's a lizard person, because he is an evil guy. He's also was an insider on 9/11. He's one of the ones who implemented and executed 9/11. And I've sent this to the FBI, and they do nothing about it. Stronach at Magna, the head, is a witness to this. He's also friends with Bill Clinton. I told him in 1990 about 9/11. He knew right away it was an inside job. He just said, if it was just a few Muslims, I would raise a stink about this. Frank Stronach, CEO of Magna, 1990. If anyone's going to get the deathbed confession out of him, they should do it now. I told Chiasson to try get a deathbed confession out of Stronach. Oh, no, she's too scared. They will suicide her. They will kill her. Well, go tell the police you have all this information. No, she never talks to the police. The sergeant will tase her. She's scared of that. Well, what are you going to do then, Allison? I'll tell my producer. I'll tell the producer at the CBC. What do? Pee in their pants and hide under their bed and steal our tax money. That's all the CBC can do. Why we should keep going with this? 0 point energy. It brings good back into the world and leaves a post-generational impacts. Schlanger knows, Chiasson knows, DEMPSEY knows, Ryerson knows, police know. Is everyone in Toronto just an idiot coward? Because it sure seems like they are. And I also just wore a new shirt just for this video. White, straight, Christian. Okay, I think I end it there. It says now 8 minutes 43 seconds, and I'm trying to keep these short. But my best bet is a new set of predictions and to be very public with it. But like I said, the predictions came through when Chiasson was sitting with me and wrote it in her notebook. Police know about this because they've crossed her twice at least. Information about Kobe Bryant came through when TALIA Schlangers was there and was acting as the RV monitor. Jill DEMPSEY knows about this because all of it was typed up, handed to her in hard copy in open lecture. She gave it to CBC management. At the next lecture, she said that she gave it to them. They don't want to do nothing about it. That's all she can do. She tried. That's all she can do. And then it went to the Ryerson management, Charles Falzon, and I was reporting it to the police myself. In open lecture, RTA class of 2015, they are witness to this, and none of those cowards want to stand up and say anything. They all just hide under their bed in their wet panties. It's very shameful that everyone is a coward, and be ashamed of yourselves.